Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Pete and today I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm going to be doing today. Some stuff that I'm working on in the shop. Got to figure out what's going on with this one. It's overheating. So my brother is actually here from Houston visiting and my nephew is the camera guy today. So he's over there moving that one so we can get this one in the shop, and we're going to try to diagnose the overheating issue. And then this one is just finished up as well. It was acting up from the throttle body. I did a fuel induction service on it, and usually when you do those, it'll cause the throttle body to not read properly because it's been cleaned out and it's functioning better, so it has to relearn, recalibrate itself. So we already did that, got it out of the way, and we're going to start on this one now. All right guys, so looking at this, you can see that this thing is leaking, so it looks like we got a coolant leak somewhere. So that shouldn't be too hard to track down. We'll pressure test it and that should show us where the leak's coming from. Right here. They never work.
I remember it was leaking right here in this corner. Right here, look.
Yeah.
But that's not pouring out. So I'm sure it's pouring out somewhere else.
Well, it looked like it was over there on that other corner.
It's towards the front.
But the puddle was on this side.
Look. You can see it dripping there. Probably gonna need a water pump.
Oh, yeah, I see it down there. Okay guys, so the diagnosis on this one was pretty easy to make. I didn't even have to pressure test it because whenever we looked at it, it was very clear that it was leaking from the water pump. And it's also got a small leak on the radiator, so we're going to replace the radiator, water pump, thermostat, all that. And pulling the radiator out is going to make it way easier to get to that water pump. So we're going to have plenty of space to get in there and do all this work. All right, the water pump is out. We also got to pull out the thermostat next. It's coming out pretty good so far. All right, nice and clean. Got to have a clean surface if you want it to seal properly. Otherwise, it's just going to leak again. What are you doing?
I'm holding this. It's condensing though.
still needs a little bit. Is that one in all the way?
Does it have no little rubber thing on there?
I think so.
I don't feel it.
They probably popped off.
Yep, no rubber. Where'd it go?
Squashing might be good too.
I got this side.
Okay. Can you get this other side or no?
Get under there. Give me the other one.
I'll give it to you. Right there.
Raise it up. We'll go higher. Hold on. You want to go in. Okay.
Is it in there?
See him?
Okay, this. See why this side of the condenser's not going in that corner?
See it on this on the passenger side.
Yeah, but not over here.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. The hole is too small.
It's too small?
Yep.
So it's not light, it's not.
See push on it right there? Ow!
There we go.
Ow! Okay.
I think this one came out.
Okay, that's it.
Oh. don't put your fingers in the way.
Well, I had to keep it centered. That's why I told you to push on it. It wasn't going in. Alright. I can connect the lines now?
Yeah. Are these bolts up here the ones for the condenser?
Mm-hmm. You don't want to go.
So we're just finishing up putting the radiator in. Got to put these brackets in.
Piece of shit.
Remember how these go? Okay. Yeah. Water pump in, new radiator in, so that should be leak free from now on. Still got to do the thermostat, and it's somewhere in the back over here. Thought it was in the front, but it's in the back, so it's going to be a pain in the butt to do. But I think we're going to stop for a little while because we are hungry. I think we're going to have to call it a night because we ran into a little issue. So this does come with the gasket for the thermostat housing, but we need the heater hose and this other O-ring that goes in here. Didn't come with it, so luckily a parts store sells it because the dealers are closed tomorrow. It's the weekend, and otherwise we'd have to wait till Monday, but we're gonna get it tomorrow morning and try to finish it off, so we'll see you back then. Okay guys, it's day 2 of this vlog, and we've got a lot of stuff going on today. We got another car that just came in. This one right here. It doesn't want to start, and when it does start, it runs rough. It doesn't go into gears. It's just a big mess. So we got to figure out what's going on with this one. Then back over here. Got some new gaskets for the Fox body, so we're going to put the valve covers on. We've got the intake gaskets that are coming too, so we're going to get all this cleaned up and reseal everything, put it back together, and it should be good to go. And then as far as the Camaro, we got the gaskets as well, so we're going to finish putting that back together, and that one should be ready to go after that. Okay, so my brother's finishing up this thermostat over here. Got to replace the whole housing. It's a little tricky to get to, so it's a really tough location, real tough spot to get to. Got to do some of it from up top and some of it from underneath, so not very easy.
New pasturing fluid too.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. Moment of truth. Okay, so it looks like the Camaro's good. It's not leaking. We fixed all the leak problems. And also new radiator, and everything's working good. So we're gonna test drive it, make sure everything's okay. Alright guys, so it's another day in this video, and a quick update. Got another car in. This one came in because the window regulator broke, so it's gonna need a new motor, regulator, the whole assembly. And got some more stuff out here. Finally finished this truck, so I'm gonna drive this truck one last time, make sure there's nothing wrong with it, and deliver it back to the customer today. I did a whole engine swap, and then after that it turned out to have a lot of electrical issues, so when they brought it in, it needed a motor, and I didn't know about all this other stuff. So a lot of work on this truck, a lot of time and effort. Got another one over here that was brought in. This one is going into lint mode just randomly, don't know what's going on. This one here has a misfire on cylinder 3 and 4, and it also drives like crap, so we got to figure out what's going on with that one. So back in the second shop, I already took this one apart, and it was having an issue with the battery, so the power cable and the ground, they weren't making contact correctly, and I already took some of the cables off, but I'm going to replace some and fix some of the ends because they were messed up, not making contact. So I think that might be what was causing all the issues with this one, so we'll see here pretty soon. You can see I got a lot of new work, so I got a lot of things to do today, and I'm going to try to at least get this one done today, and then maybe start diagnosing some of the new cars that came in, and hopefully get that white truck delivered as well, so we can make a little more space. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. These ends are kind of falling apart here. It's not really grabbing. So I'm going to replace that with this for a much cleaner connection at the battery. And that should fix the problem. Okay, so this is what it looks like installed. Much cleaner than what it was before. Okay, so we got the battery back in, repaired the cables with new terminals. Before, the battery was put in there without the bracket. Now the bracket is on there holding it. I think that's why the terminals were coming loose, because it was bouncing around. So that's gonna keep it from moving and keep those terminals on there. So hopefully that does the trick. Okay guys, so after driving this car, I saw that it is stuck in third gear and it won't accelerate or shift past that point. And the reason it does that is because it's like a fail-safe mode for the vehicle to protect the engine, so it keeps it from getting further damage. And I did pull up the codes, and it appears like we got a electrical issue with the cylinder number 4. And so there is a circuit failure on the injector for cylinder number 4. And as you can see, we've got we got 1, 3, and 5 here, 2, 4, 6 underneath this. So in order for me to confirm any wire damage or to see if the injector is damaged, I have to pull this off. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to get with the customer first and see if they're wanting me to go that deep into the diagnostics and confirm that there is a problem with that injector. There's no way around it. So unless the customer wants a bad running vehicle, it's going to have to be done. These are some of the challenges that you have when you're trying to diagnose. I mean, if it would have been the one on the front, I could just unplug it. I could check the wires. It's visible. It's accessible. But since it's the one on the back by the firewall, I have to take the whole thing apart just to even get access to it. It's just part of the job. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. As you can see, I'm getting piled up over there with all this work coming in. And like I mentioned in my very first video, that's one of the challenges I face as a shop owner. I get all this work and it keeps me from working on my own project cars. But I'm really grateful for all that work because, you know, that's what puts food on my table, it pays my bills, and that's really important to me. If you really like what I'm doing around here in the shop, you know, keep watching. I got more stuff coming. I really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. We'll see you on the next one.